and a very good morning from Ostrava, Hlavní nádraží. Today I'm going to be going on Leo Express back to Praha from the lovely station at Ostrava. I think it's a beautiful example of a really good intermodal exchange with the beautiful curves for both the trolleybuses and the trams outside the station, and then you step into what is, I think, a functional and yet pretty beautiful waiting area and concourse. It has the height and the design, and I really love it. There's been a railway station at Ostrava since 1847, but this station dates from 1967. Coming up through the entrance doors really does give a sense of space, and that wonderful ceiling really is to die for. But let's pop up these escalators and have a closer look. From the mezzanine level you get a much better view of the ceiling and the overall outlook of the station. I won't be going in the České dráhy lounge today, I'm a Leo customer. This really is a 1960s delight. I've been in the Czech Republic for a few days now, and I've definitely been looking forward to this trip on Leo because I'm in the premium class where there's only 6 seats at the front that get the full works with full first class airline style fully reclining seats with a steward with complimentary drinks and food. So I've picked the 1044 service out of here, which gets me into Prague at, well, it takes about 4 hours from here, so fits nicely across lunchtime. So I'm looking forward to a decent lunch, so let's see how that one goes. The station concourse itself sits at the centre of a Y shape of platforms. Currently I'm stood on the more local train side, so let's cross over and look at some of the more national and international trains coming through the station. There was a recent article about Ostrava in today's Railways Europe, and certainly gave the impression that it's quite a hotbed for just standing around and being a train spotter really, and I have to agree, there's lots of different carriers coming through. The closeness to Poland means that we can see various stuff from PKP. We've got Leo Express, RegioJet, really a lot of different carriers and an awful lot of freight as well due to the closeness of the border. I got to the station a little early and it was absolutely fabulous just to watch all the stuff and be a boy train spotter once again. Time's ticking round now, so let's have a look at our route for today. Once out of Ostrava, our train will travel on the line towards Brno, but will reverse at Bečva, and our train will then carry on north and west through Olomouc, Pardubice, and at Kolín take a planned diversion for engineering works through Nijburg, and then back onto the main line through to Praha. With the diversion, our journey will cover approximately 380 kilometres or 236 miles, and our journey time is 4 hours and 11 minutes. And here's our train. It's a Stadler FLIRT 5-car EMU. There's excellent level boarding, and I turn left for Premier. And off we go. I think we can safely say that legroom is unlimited. And of course our seat has got lots of buttons to play with, giving us a chance to alter the recline and the lumbar support. And there's also a control for the reading light. There's a handy continuous route finder to let us know where we are. It's very strange to be in a compartment with no overhead luggage racks, but with only 6 of us in here, there really is no need for them. Well, it's time to play with that recline, isn't it? Every seat has its own personal power supply. We're crossing the river Bečva into Přerov station. And we're off back out in the other direction. Soon our FLIRT's making a bit of speed on its way to Olomouc. And there's a little glass window. If you peer through, you can actually see the driver. This light on the driver makes them look a bit like a starship captain in that seat. Now we've got a bit of a clear run through Moravia. My friend here has decided to chill out. But for me, it's time for lunch. Vegetable curry with a star ramen. The golden mood lights are pretty cool when you go through tunnels. And now I'm just enjoying my lunch, kicking back and watching the Moravian countryside roll by. And now I'm ready for dessert. The pull-out table is a bit wobbly. I think you'd struggle to do any work on it, but I don't think this compartment is for people doing work. I think it's the compartment for just kicking back. The line speed remains low as we come across more engineering works. Here's a better view of the two seats out the front with the rather capacious wardrobe. Well, I did manage a quick trip to the toilet, and yes, the lighting was this funny colour. It was quite a pokey toilet. I suppose everything was working, but it was very small. Walking back through the train from the toilet, we can see Economy Plus provides a 2+1 configuration. Moving on past our host's station and the toilet is the business class. Well, these seats look very comfortable indeed, and there seems to be plenty of luggage space for the number of passengers in the compartment. And finally, through the hallowed portal into premium. Kolín is where we have to start our diversion and take a sharp right north over the river Elbe. It was quite comical to see that nobody had actually programmed the diversion into the train's route finder. But there's still time for more free drinks. At Nymburk we recrossed the River Elbe to travel south to rejoin the main line. Wine in a paper cup, classy. And we finally rejoined the main line. And finally on this main line we can get close to the speeds that this FLIRT is capable of. First we cruise along at about 140 km per hour and then increase our speed to 160. Now we're passing a station with the word Praha in it, so I think we must be getting quite close to the city. As we're approaching Praha, let's look at what this all cost. Well, my adult premium single, bought well in advance, cost me just 749 Czech koruna, which is £26 or €30. Considering that for that money I got a 4-hour train ride over 380 kilometres, a 2-course meal, 2 coffees, 2 beers, 1 wine and a soft drink, I think we can safely say that was a bargain. Oh, and I sat on a really nice reclining seat. And we can say goodbye to our wonderful reclining chair and step out into the sunshine. Thanks, Leo. So here I am at Praha at the X-City Hotel just across from the railway station. That was a great little run with Leo Express from Ostrava to Praha, Hlavní, nádraží. Really no excitement to report at all. There was a diversion, but that is expected because it's planned, and the service was brilliant and the accommodation was lovely. Probably the only thing I would have against that particular service is that for the premium seating they seem to put a covering on the exterior of the windows to lower the lighting levels and maybe give you a bit of privacy, and of course that means that you can't see out the windows very well. I don't like that because I love looking out of train windows as I travel along, so probably for that reason alone I'd be quite happy with really comfortable train seats, standard kind of, you know, first class quality train seats and windows I can see out of. I release a new trip report every week, so if you've enjoyed this video then please subscribe. But for now it's goodbye from Praha and thanks for watching.